from in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Happy Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to your Good Morning Vail. It's a great day ahead of us. I'm your host, Liz, and we have a lot of activities going on today. The sun's going to be out, and we have so much to talk about. I just want to remind everybody about last night's show. The Vail Academy of Dance, they featured the Youth Ballet Company, and it was an extraordinary event. And if you got a chance to see it, well, maybe, just maybe, you were with your kids and they thought, wow, I would love to do that. It's freedom of expression and just the talent and creativity that just brings you up to something that you can do and take away for the rest of your life. So if your kids are interested in the next Youth Ballet Company audition, that's going to take place on May 20th. And as it gets closer, we will let you know all of the details. I also remind everybody that we had Tommy Anderson here a couple of weeks ago from the Altitones. Well, the night is Friday. Coming up on the 21st is their big 10th anniversary. It's going to be a really great show. It's taking place at Agave, so you can have a nice Mexican dinner first and then jam all night long starting at 10 p.m. It's going to be quite the exciting night. They are also going to be celebrating the member of June Wargo, which was one of their group guys, and he was just wonderful. So that's going to take place. And then on Wednesday, the 19th of this month, if you want to know a little bit more about your brain, well, there's something called Brain Talk. That's happening, and it's all through Health in Motion. We also had them here in the studio, and we really found out a lot about Health in Motion, and they always have special speakers. The speaker this time will be Laura Nowick, and she's got a lot of knowledge about the brain, apparently, and is going to talk about how certain things affect our brain and how we can go ahead and make some special changes. There are ways to change the way your brain works. Pretty interesting, huh? I don't know if I should try it. But anyways, then I want to remind everybody, this is coming up next month, but the very first Sunset Live at Nottingham Park. We're finally getting excited about those outdoor activities and the events and all of the entertainment that we have coming up. Well, Nottingham Park will never disappoint. Anything between Mountain Pride and the 4th of July, which is really on the 3rd, when we have those great fireworks and all of that great stuff. And then, of course, Sunset Live and Avon Live. So they have two different things that they have, and it's always free to everybody, so it's going to be an amazing situation that we all get to go enjoy complimentary music, so I'm really excited about that. So that's what's going on coming up. What's going on today is the weather. Let's take a look and see what it's like outside. I have to say it was pretty outside. I drove in and there were a bunch of turkeys running around, wild turkeys, and they were really, really funny. So as of 8 a.m. today, 28 degrees. Your high today is 50 degrees, and we were going to have plenty of sunshine. And we are also going to see winds coming at us west-southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then we're going to take a look right now at the day. Sunny skies throughout the entire day. Super excited about that. Sunny through noon at 44 degrees, 4 p.m., 48 degrees, still sunny. And then a nice, clear, beautiful night with 42 degrees. Taking a look right now, let's go see what's going on in Denver. A nice hot day with 65 degrees and pure sunshine. And look at this, what an absolutely gorgeous day we're going to have. In Vail, 50 degrees and pure sunshine. Eagle, all sunny and 57. Sunshine in Avon and 50 degrees. Now let's see, overnight it's going to be a 28 degrees temperature. It's going to be nice and clear, and the sun setting at 7:44 p.m. Now we're going to see, and what's going to happen for the entire week? Well, let's say we have more sun on Monday, which makes everybody happy. 56 degrees for your high, 37 degrees for your low. By Tuesday, a little clicker happy. Tuesday, we're going to have partly cloudy skies, and it's going to maybe cool down a little bit. The temperatures will vary as the week goes through. We're going to get more cloud coverage, and we do expect to see a little bit more precipitation. There we go. It's back. Wednesday is the precipitation I was talking about. 50% chance the same with a mix of rain and snow. They call that a wintry mix. And then it's 42 degrees for your high and 25 degrees for your low. Thursday, more snow coming at us, 40% chance of same scattered snow, 35 degrees for your high and 22 degrees for your low. Scattered snow showers also on Friday with 30% chance of precipitation, 38 degrees for your high and 22 degrees for your low. Let's take a look at your resort report right now because that's a look at your weather.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Sad to say, it's your final day at Beaver Creek today, everybody. So get out there and enjoy as much fun as you possibly can. Take advantage of the lift hours from 8:30 this morning till 4 p.m. No new snow in the last 24 hours, but 6 inches in the last 48 hours. 328 inches is our season total. 67 inches is the base depth. That's in Beaver Creek. And then we're going to see how many lifts we have available. 9 are still open for everybody. 64 trails are still available. And that gives you 38% of that terrain. So get out there for Beaver Creek. Have yourselves a great last day of the season, everybody. Now in Vail, we still have one more week to go. Lift hours are still 8:30 to 4 p.m. In the last 24 hours, no new snow, but in the last 48 hours, 8 inches. 345 inches is our season total, with 70 inches is the base depth today. How many lifts do we have available for you today? Well, we have 20, and then there are 217 trails open. That gives you 60% of the terrain in Vail available to you guys. So you have a whole nother week in Vail, and today's your last day for Beaver Creek, so really go out there, enjoy, and get the most of what you can on a bluebird sunny day. I want to thank Sun and Ski for giving us this resort report. They're amazing. They're located in Avon. You can get gear for every season of the year, gifts, clothing, accessories, shoes, and so much more. Go check them out today. You'll be very pleasantly surprised. That's a look at your resort report. We'll be right back with more TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon, or learn more at sunandski.com.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Welcome back to the show. You know, as a guest here on Good Morning Vail, you never know the type of impact you're going to have. Sometimes we have a guest that just blows our minds. Sometimes we have guests that mimic the show and make us feel really complimented. And every month we do have a Viewer's Choice Award for these specific times when we have special guests. Now, we did have a special family that missed the month mark for the actual contest, but we rewarded them anyway. I want to tell you about the Pike family. These two little girls were absolutely adorable. They came out here on vacation. They live in Florida, and they really fell in love with watching Maddie on the morning show during the week. They just must have watched her every day, because I can tell by the way they did this really cute video. When they went home, they did an entire Good Morning Vail reel. And it was like a spoof on us, but it was a super cute thing. They were such adorable girls. One of them even curled their hair like Maddie. And they even had a segment. Now, they know Maddie loves dogs, so they did a dog washing segment. It was absolutely cute, just the cutest little thing. And I want to share it with you again, because if you didn't see it yesterday, you're just going to want to check this out. They were here in November. And I got to say, they're just really, really, really cool. So we did donate them $200 just because we thought they were so wonderful. And see, you don't always have to be present to win, but it was really, really cool that they are in our hearts. Really big winners. Thanks for complimenting us and Maddie and doing this show. So let's take a look right now at the Pike family's spoof on TV8 Good Morning Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. Sunshine is calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Winter Garden. See what lies in store for you. So many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Winter Garden Parks has it all. So come out and get ready to start your day. Coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Winter Garden. Hello, welcome to Good Morning Winter Garden. I'm your host, Corinne Pike, and it is March 20th, 2023. So, we have a lot of things planned today, and so spring break is ending, and kids are going to have to be going back to school. I had a very fun spring break. I went to Vail, we went skiing in Beaver Creek and Vail. It was very fun, and so we're going to be talking about the weather now. So, today it is going to be a high of 66 degrees and a low of 47 degrees. So it's going to be pretty sunny all day, and it's going to rain during the night. But this is very unusual because this is normally much more sunny in Florida. But today it is more chillier, on the chillier side, and it's much colder. And so, yeah, we're going to get started on our grooming with our pet. His name is Finch. So can we give a round of applause to Finch? He's all the way over there. Okay, we're gonna get down there in a minute. We'll be back in a jiffy.
We're back in Good Morning Winter Garden, and I'm Elizabeth Pike, your host, and this is Finch. He's a British Spaniel, and we are going to be bathing him today. So let's give you some grooming tips, and let's get started. Some supplies we need are shampoo and a bowl. But you also need the water to be at a right temperature for the dog. So let's get the dog in the pool, or the bathtub. So what we've done is we got him nice and wet right when we put him in. So what we're gonna do next is put in some shampoo. Try and avoid the face, because we don't want it getting in their eyes and stuff. So what you do is you get him nice and well, you scrub him up. You can get his neck and everything, just try and avoid his face, like this. He's trying to scrub him really well, like we've done. So as you can see, we're done. So remember to get his legs under his stick and everything. So everything, once we're done, we're gonna start like putting water on top to get all the soap out. Remember to do it well. Make sure you get all the parts that you got soap on. Sorry, don't do what I just did. See, make sure you get all the parts clean.
All right, we'll be back when he's clean.
So what you do, after you're done, you're going to brush your hand through it, like how I'm doing it. make sure there's no soap in it. And now once you've done that, like, make sure to clean every compartment. Once you've done that, you're gonna back up, get a towel, and wait for him to jump out. Come on. So he'll come out.
Get him.
So you're gonna have to get him like that. He's gonna shake. You're gonna have to wrap him up like a little burrito.
Oh, you're gonna dry him on off.
And you're going to dry him off like, whoa.
You can let him do that to get the water out.
And you're going to have to try and grab him. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's going to try and rub around. Yeah.
But then it'll be all dry. You could do it, baby.
So you're going to have to
All
rub
right.
him like this. Rub him. You can catch him. So rub him all the way around. So rub him up. And he should keep on trying to dry him himself. But you can help him by stay still. Stay. What I like to do when he was a puppy is we wrap him up. If he would stay still, what we do is we wrap him up in a little burrito, pick him up. We sat on the toilet with him. We just snuggle with him. But I guess he doesn't like it now.
All right, that's the end of grooming.
So,
Mr.
that's the end of grooming with me and Finch. Bye, see you next time.
Hello, so Finches is back from his bath. He is all nice and dry and fresh and clean. I hope you all have a good day back from spring break. And this is our show. I'm Corinne Pike.
And I'm Elizabeth Pike, and this is Good Morning Winter Garden.
Good morning, Winter Garden.
Bye, have a good time.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time of the morning where we're talking Sun and Ski product of the week. Now I've got the Thule Subterra carry-on bag right here in front of me. This is a great bag if you're traveling a little bit light because this is meant to be a carry-on bag. You can see it's great wheels to take you through the airport, making it nice and convenient. But then you go ahead and open it up and it's got two wonderful compartments going to fit everything that you need for your fun adventure out of town. Then of course it has this wonderful pocket right here that you can open up, and once you open it up, it has this nice little mesh pocket keeping everything close by and easily accessible for you as you're making your way through airport security or as you're making your way on the plane. Now with the size of this, like I said, it's the perfect carry-on size. Many airlines will appreciate this as the carry-on size, so you can definitely check it out. You can go to any one of our convenient Sun and Ski Sports locations to get your hands on it, or you can go to sunandski.com, and that way you can order it and deliver it right to your door. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for sponsoring this product of the week. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. It's a Saturday and it's a glorious morning. You know, a lot of us struggle with mental health issues. There's a lot of reasons, not only mental health, but sports health and injuries and recovering. Recovery is the key to life. Well, Maddie had a great interview with All Points North not too long ago, and we love to play this back so everybody can get an idea as to knowing that they're not alone and there's a place to go. Let's take a look.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. A great resource that we have here in our community is All Points North Lodge, and a great way to get your hands on it is to introduce you to the wonderful team. And so we've got Katie Kostelic, who's joining us on the couch. Good morning, Katie.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here bright and early this morning. It's nice to have you guys come in because you guys do so many incredible things and so many different treatments that really help people.
Thank you. We do get the awesome opportunity to be able to help a lot of clients and be able to do good work every day. It's an honor and a privilege every day to get up and be able to help people in the community. It's a beautiful place to be.
It is a beautiful place. You guys have one of the most incredible facilities, I would say, in Eagle County.
I mean, it is beautiful. You get to recover and learn and grow and heal in this beautiful environment up at the top of the mountains. The views are amazing. The facility is unreal. It's really fantastic.
It is really fantastic. And so for people who don't know about All Points North Lodge, can you just tell us what you guys do?
Sure. We are a residential treatment facility that also provides multiple levels of care. So we have PHP, so partial hospitalization. We have intensive outpatients programming. We have a variety of different tracks. So we have a professionals program, a veterans and first responders program. We work with mental health and addictions of all kinds. We have an amazing team from all over the country, really. Medical providers, clinicians, case managers. It's a beautiful team, and we have good intentions, and we have everybody there that's really interested in just making a difference.
And now, what's your role specifically up at All Points North Lodge?
So I'm clinical manager of mental health. I run a full caseload of about 8 ladies. I run groups, individual therapy sessions. I also manage some of the graduate intern students that we have and some clinicians up at the lodge as well.
Which is so cool because you guys, literally, we were just talking about the technology and the different treatments and all of the things that you guys do up there. And there are things that people might not even know is a course of treatment that they can do to help them with their mental health.
Yeah, as we were talking about, I have been in this field for a long time, and I have not had access to a lot of facilities that have the ability for clients to partake in these treatments. We have HBOT, TMS, ketamine treatments. We have specific treatments for trauma. We have a whole track for trauma, which is amazing.
Which those are things that people don't realize, and as we have started to break the stigma on getting help, talking about your mental health, it's really cool to see how many different ways trauma can affect you. Like little things that happened when you were a kid will stick with you until you're an adult, and now that we are breaking that stigma, we are talking about them and we are giving people the opportunity to heal from them. I think it is fascinating to see how the brain works.
I mean, it's amazing how a trauma experience can really affect your body for a really long time until you really get to the place that you heal that and talk about it and make changes. But it's beautiful when people come to the lodge and they sit in my chair for the first time and they've been through some of the most horrific events, and then to see on the other side of it that they can leave with hope and know that it's not always going to be amazing and there's always going to be bumps in the road, but that it can be beautiful and they can have a beautiful life.
I think what you guys do is so important to our community. It's so important to people. And what a rewarding career you have chosen to be able to give people the platform to heal their brains.
I mean, I think it's an honor and a privilege every day that I get to come to work and make a difference for clients and families, and I get to really be a part of their journey and they're getting better. And when that moment where the little sparkle in their eyes come back, it's my favorite moment of all times.
I love getting to hear that. It just gives me goosebumps throughout my whole body.
It's
Only
amazing.
because I think it's so important, and it's something that our community specifically struggles with is mental health. There's been such a large stigma around it for such a long time, and we just started getting access to helping people. So we have things like Olivia's Fund, and we have things like the Reach Up, Speak Out, and the Hope Center, and all of these great resources that weren't accessible for quite some time.
I mean, I think it's amazing. In the time that I've been in the field, the ability to access the necessary treatments it's been blowing up really, and people do really have the opportunity to be able to access all kinds of resources. And you don't have to go inpatient. There, like you said, there's multiple resources throughout the community. But if you need the extra support, there's options for that too.
Which is something where All Points North Lodge really comes in handy. So if you're someone who is really struggling to push through, you need that breakaway, you need to take some time and really give yourself the time and the space to heal from any level of trauma. You guys are the place to be.
Absolutely. I mean, we have a whole team of professionals up there that want to make a difference, and we have spent our whole careers perfecting our craft. And really learning how to do it to the best of our ability. And we get up every day and love to come to work, which is amazing. And the ability to help clients see their way to the other side and be able to be a productive member of society and their family is super important and really cool, kind of magical.
It is kind of magical, and I feel like it's just such a magical place to be, too. The views from where the facility itself is also breathtaking. Now, you had mentioned HBOT. Let's talk a little bit about what that is for people who don't know and its health benefits.
So we have a whole program up at the Lodge, APN Plus, that really has a variety of different technology. HBOT is a hyperbaric oxygen treatment. It is this really cool technology. The science behind it is incredible. There's tons of research about how it is super effective for all kinds of mental health, good for traumatic brain injuries. We use it a lot at the Lodge. Lots of clients from all walks of life really value it and feel like it's a technology that they struggle to find everywhere else.
Which I think is so cool that who knew just pure oxygen and just surrounding yourself in pure oxygen could heal your body from the inside out.
It's amazing, right?
It is amazing.
Technology is so amazing now.
And then you mentioned some other great treatments that maybe some people don't know about. Like I do not know about the other one that you mentioned. It's 3 letters.
DTMS, TMS.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have TMS is super helpful for anxiety. We tend to do, a lot of the treatment plans are about 30 to 35 treatments. Clients can use those 5 days a week, about 30 minutes a session. Clients actually really find that it's really super helpful. It's super great for medication-resistant kind of depression, and the ability to be able to make changes quickly when you pair it with psychotherapy, talk therapy. The results can be incredible, really.
I think it's so fascinating to see how all of this technology works and how you guys bring it to life. And so we were talking about some other things that you guys do up there, the ketamine treatments, the stellar ganglion blocks that you can do on both sides, and just some people don't even know these treatments exist.
Yeah, I mean, I think even in this field, being in this field, these are still new technologies even to me, which is why we have a special department that just specializes in these. But it's amazing what we can offer people nowadays, and they're really helpful, and there's lots of good research behind all of them.
And the coolest part is if you're someone who comes up and you do a 30-day treatment program up at the Lodge, you're not just done when your 30 days is over. You guys do a great telehealth to make sure that people have access to the resources that they continuously need until they do feel comfortable enough to fully spread their wings by themselves.
Absolutely. One of the things I love about APN most is that we really do follow the patient all the way through their treatment. So we start at an RTC level of care, residential treatment, which is where I primarily work, and then we can follow them all the way through outpatient services. We have clients from really all over the country. Due to telehealth, we can really see clients from anywhere. And we start off at RTC, and we can really move them through every level of care until, like you said, they're ready to like be more independent and see what life looks like outside of the walls of the lodge.
Which I think is such an important step. And I think that really every time you guys come on and you talk about this with us and you give us all this great information, it does help break that stigma down just a little bit more.
I mean, it's an important piece of it. I think one of the best pieces of my job is that I get to teach people that it's okay to need support, and it's okay to say that I need some help, and it's okay to come in and do the work and get to the other side of it and realize that there is beauty on the other side, and that it doesn't have to be a negative experience. It can be a beautiful experience. It's always hard work, but it's so worth it. It really is.
It is hard work. And one of the things, I forgot who just recently said this to me, but finding a therapist is like dating someone. Like you have to like take that time and introduce yourself and get to know them and set your boundaries with one another.
Absolutely.
So that way you can have an effective relationship. Now, we've been talking a lot about what's happening personally in our community here on the show. There's been a lot of burnout. People are tired. People are overworked. They're underpaid here. People are stressed about housing. They're stressed about so many different factors. And so if you could give people one tool that they could practice at home for themselves to kind of calm their own anxiety, what would it be?
As simple as it sounds, it would be balance and taking the time to take care of yourself every day. It is extraordinarily hard some days, as everybody knows, to get through the day and be a parent and go to work and whatever that looks like. So I always teach my ladies in my caseload that it's all about balance and being able to know when you need to take a moment and just be with yourself. Whatever that means, read a book, take a bath, do some deep breathing, meditate. Taking a moment for yourself can be so helpful, especially in a day when you're running from task to task to task.
I feel like that is a common theme that we're all seeing right now, and especially as we're slowly starting to wind down our ski season, we don't have a real off season anymore, so everyone goes from being busy all winter long to then the hustle and bustle that we now know and love throughout the summer, but it does get to be a lot.
It is a lot. I mean, and if you throw in being a parent and having to work and just responsibilities that we have to do every day, there's a lot that we have to do, and it can become overwhelming.
Very quickly.
Right? It's easy to do.
It is easy to do, and that's why having resources like you guys is so important for people to understand that even though when the load becomes too much, the burnout is setting in, you feel like you are worn thin from everything, there are some great tools that you can have personally, like this one, to go home, settle yourself, ground yourself a little bit, and find that balance.
Absolutely, and it really can only take a couple minutes a day just to sit with yourself and figure out what you need. And as I tell my ladies in my process group, take care of yourself.
Exactly. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Right, for sure.
Katie, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information, and taking the time to chat with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
And also, thanks for all the hard work you do for our wonderful community and for the people that you see, because you really do make a difference.
Thank you. It's a privilege.
Make sure that if you or anyone you know is struggling with mental health, that you check out All Points North Lodge, because it is a great place to go and just to reset your mind and give yourself that mental break that you may need. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more. Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey there, I'm Cece with Good Day Vail, and today on our show we have the opportunity to learn about how we can contribute to climate action change. So stay tuned, where we can help you learn new ways to recycle and contribute to the benefits of preserving and saving Mother Earth.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon, or learn more at sunandski.com.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help.
Here you go.
Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center on a Saturday morning. Let's take a look and see what our day looks like. It looks like plenty of sunshine, everybody. Super excited about that. By 8 a.m., 28 degrees. The high today is 50 degrees. We'll have winds west-southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour, so it's going to be quite the mild day. We're going to see what the whole day looks like. Full of sunshine. It's a bluebird day, everybody. By noon, 44 degrees, sunny skies. Sunny skies remain through 4 p.m. at 48 degrees. By 8 p.m., 42 degrees and clear skies. Let's take a look right now at the I-70 corridor and what's going on in Denver. It's probably the warmest spot so far at 65 degrees. That's a hot day over there with sunshine, abundance of sunshine throughout the entire community. Vail, 50 degrees, 57 in Eagle, and 50 in Avon. Now look at the overnight low. It's 28 degrees tonight. Another crescent moon. Clear night tonight. Clear skies to go and do some stargazing. And the sun will set tonight at 7:44 p.m. Looking at the week, we have another beautiful day tomorrow on Monday. Sunny skies, 56 degrees, 37 for your low. By Tuesday, we'll still have mostly sunny skies, a little cloud coverage, 54 degrees for your high on Tuesday, 35 degrees for your low. And then by Wednesday, we're going to get some more precipitation. We're going to have a wintry mix on Wednesday, 50% chance of same, 42 degrees for your high and 25 degrees for your low. Then we take a look at Thursday, 40% chance of precipitation, scattered snowstorms, 35 degrees for your high and 22 degrees for your low. And then when we get to Friday, 30% chance of precipitation, scattered snowstorms, 38 degrees for your high and 22 degrees for your low. I want to thank Sun and Ski for this awesome weather report. They're located in Avon. Get all your gear for every season of the year. That's a look at your weather right here on TV8 Vail.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
It's that time of the morning where I get to talk about one of my favorite things, anything to do with skiing. And so for Lens of the Day today, we're going to see that bright sunshine, and we want to make sure that your eyes are nice and protected from those harsh UV rays. So I've got the Smith 4D Mag S in front of me. This is the smaller out of the two frames, I should say, not lenses. So you can do this in just the Mag, the 4D Mag, or the Mag S. So it's just going to be a little bit smaller of a fit. Now, for today, you're going to want to get this lens that's going to allow less light in, that's going to protect your eyes from those harsh UV rays. All you have to do is get that goggle lens close, and then make sure you hear those little clicking sounds before you lock the lens in. This is going to keep your goggle lens nice and secure in that frame. It's also going to help give that frame its shape, just because that goggle lens is going to help keep it a little bit stiffer. Now, as we look at this goggle, the reason that they call it the 4D Mag S is because you can see this nice curve down here, which this is going to give you 25% more of a bird's eye view with the goggle lens, which is going to give your peripheral vision just an enhanced view. That way you can see better, so you can ski better or ride better. Now, some quick tips and tricks to keep your goggle lens nice and safe. After each and every use, you want to make sure that you allow your goggle to air out, because if this foam stays wet and you keep it compressed on something like your helmet, this foam right here, and you keep that compressed on something like your helmet, then it's going to slowly start to disintegrate that foam, and then you're going to have all of these like little flakes from the foam falling into your eyes. And so it's best to just avoid that. Take them off of your helmet after you ski and let them dry out before you place them. You also don't want that foam to get mildewy.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
If you're making your way over to the outlets at Silverthorne, well then this is your TV8 Visitors Bureau to get you in the know as you're making your way over here to enjoy all of the fabulous villages. From red to blue to green, there's somewhere for everyone to shop and enjoy. Whether you're looking to update your wardrobe or maybe you want some Bath and Body Works, you want some things for your home, they've got Williams, Sonoma. There are so many great options here at the outlets at Silverthorne. Now, if you're looking to be a little bit more sports oriented instead of a little more clothing oriented, which is what I like to come over here and shop for, well, our sports director Blake O'Rulian has some great information for coming over here for all of your sports needs. Let's take it over to Blake.
Hey Maddie, thank you so much. Yeah, we're actually here at the outlets of Silverthorne, where there's actually 3 distinct villages that are color-coded. So the first one that we're going to talk about is right behind me, the Red Village, which is Lou Outdoors. And Lou Outdoors has all of your skateboarding needs, your outdoor needs. They have everything that you really need. It's a family-owned business, and it's a great shop to shop at. Another one that we're going to move over to now is the Green Village, which has Blue Valley ski and board rentals for all of your snow sports. So in the colder months that are coming just around the corner, you can actually go there, you can rent things, you can buy things, but it all gets you ready for your skiing and snowboarding seasons. And then lastly, we've got the Blue Village, which has Pearl Azumi, which has all of your cycling gear. So in a couple of months, when you actually have a little bit warmer weather, you can go out for that cycling time. And they've got great discounts, 10% off for students, teachers, first responders, as well as a whole lot more. There's a ton of things here at the villages, at the outlets of Silverthorne. Make sure to come check it out.
Hi, it's Max from TV8 Vail. We want to invite you all to the Wacky Winter Reading Program. It's open to all ages. All you have to do is read 10 books or 1,000 pages. For more information, go on our website, tv8vail.com. And thank you to our sponsor, the Eagle Valley Library District.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Liz, for your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. We have so many great things going on, and I love when the seasons change because we have big sales. In fact, at Sun and Ski, there's a monster sale. They're not selling monsters. They are selling so many great things. It's a clear out sale if you want to get some great gear. And sometimes it's really good to get gear at the end of the season and then you save it for next season and it's like brand new. Well, we're going to talk right now. We're going to go check out Maddie's over at Sun and Ski, and she's going to find out all about that giant monster sale they're having. So let's check it out right now.
Are you looking to start shopping and maybe get some great deals on some fabulous things? Well, then you should make your way over to Sun and Ski Sports because they're having their Monster Markdown sale right now. And we're standing here with the manager, Jim. Jim, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
My pleasure.
Let's talk about this Monster Markdown because anything that has 2 M's back to back and then sale following it is perfect for people to get in the door and start shopping.
It's huge. We've got lots of discounts on all this year's winter equipment.
And that means skis, boots, bindings, poles, and then apparel.
Absolutely. Apparel is 25% off on this year's winter product.
And you guys carry some of the best names in the game right now. I was walking through a little bit earlier, and I saw some of my absolute favorites over there.
We have product from Burton, O'Neill, Obermeyer, a variety of stuff.
That way, everyone in the family can find something that they like. No matter your style, no matter your fashion, you can find something here at Sun and Ski Sports that you're going to fall in love with.
Absolutely. We've got it covered head to toe, kids and adults.
Which is so perfect, and especially if maybe you were out there, you were skiing some of the fresh snow that we've been receiving, you were like, wow, I'm getting wet through my ski stuff. That shouldn't be happening. It's time to upgrade it.
Absolutely. Whether it's picking up a shell for spring skiing, trying to pick up a heavyweight jacket for next year, we still have a great selection. It's time to come in and take advantage of the markdowns.
Now, we've placed ourselves strategically in front of the ski wall right now, only because I'm a total ski nerd and I love any opportunity to talk about them. And so with great deals on skis right now, people should get in the door and buy their skis for next year.
Absolutely. We've still got a great selection of skis, boots, poles, bindings, all running 20% off during the Monster Markdowns.
Monster Markdowns. And so let's talk a little bit about some of the skis that we have behind us, only because I love my head cores. That's my go-to ski. Sure. And so I always like to be on them and tell people about them. But there are so many fantastic skis on the market right now.
There are. You mentioned the head core. It uses graphene within the ski, makes it super lightweight, very stable. We've got stuff. We still have a selection of, the go-to ski of the Nordica Enforcer, one of everybody's favorites.
Yes. You guys carry all of the big name brands. So if you know anything about the ski industry, there are so many leading brands and they just keep expanding, getting bigger, getting better, and really producing that next hot item on the market.
Absolutely. We carry all the major manufacturers as well as independents such as Line, Armada, and Liberty.
Which Liberty is a really cool company because it's a little bit more close to home, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. They're based here in Avon. Can't get much closer.
That's why I said it. And that way people can come in. Do you guys do a demo program?
We do. We offer demos from all the major manufacturers. Up to 2 days can be applied towards your purchase price.
Which makes it so nice, especially if you're looking to maybe be out here, try some skis before you buy the skis. That way you know exactly what you're getting, and that way you can fall in love with the ski before you buy it.
Absolutely.
It's like test driving a car.
Except you get to keep it the entire day.
That's true. It goes everywhere you go up on the mountain. Absolutely. Now, let's go back to the apparel only because this is something that people sometimes misjudge when they're getting out there. Now, if you have that warm jacket that you've had for 10 years, it's time to upgrade that to something a little more waterproof.
Absolutely. The waterproofing can wear out on a jacket depending on how well you took care of it and how much you washed it. Certainly styling goes in and out. But, definitely time to upgrade after a little while.
And with these great deals, the great brands, and the large selection, that's the thing about you guys here at Sun and Ski Sports, is you have such a large area to retail so many wonderful products, and you guys do.
We do. I would say we're probably the largest retail square footage footprint in the valley, which allows us to carry the largest selection, certainly within our company.
Which is so wonderful because then there really is something for everyone. And whether you're looking at getting new apparel, whether you need some of those accessories, some of those base layer pieces that are out there, and that's one of the things that people miss out on the most.
Absolutely. We've got base layer from Smartwool, from Hot Chili's, Patagonia. Again, large selection.
Huge selection of so many great things. Now let's talk about some of the smaller things that people could use. Like I'm looking right now at snowshoes. Snowshoes are 20% off?
Snowshoes, 20% off. We carry a variety of different models from tubs, everything from your golf course snowshoe to something that you can be able to get in the backcountry with.
Which I think is so wonderful, and especially when people are starting to get into snowshoeing. That way they have the options. They can start at the bottom, will work their way to that more advanced snowshoe, and that way they can have a ton of fun out there.
Absolutely. If you can chew gum and walk, you can snowshoe.
Oh, dang it, I can't do that. That's a skill I'm still learning right now. Now, if people are interested in coming shopping here at Sun and Ski Sports, what are your hours of operation and where are you located?
We're located in Central Avon, just south of City Market. Hours of operation are Sunday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
So people have that extended hour of shopping time. Now, is the Monster Markdown online too?
Absolutely. sunandski.com, same deals are going there. So if we don't have your size here, you can either shop from home on the couch or just fire up your phone here in the store, select the right size, and have it shipped.
Which is so convenient, and especially if you're someone who maybe has a hard time buying clothes online, you can get them shipped to your house, but you can come in and do your returns in the store to make it that much more easy.
Absolutely. You can do your returns in store. You don't have to ship it back. As far as shipping, yes, you can ship direct to your house, or you can have it shipped to the store and just pick it up here.
That way you can get it, try it on here. If it doesn't fit, you can return it while you're still here, making it such a convenient process. You guys do such a good job at covering so many different sports. Now, we've been talking a lot about winter sports, but as we approach the summer, you guys do a good job of covering all of those as well.
We do. That's the sun part of Sun and Ski. We do water sports, lots of trail runners, casual apparel, hiking shoes. And of course, bikes.
I am so excited for that sun part of the Sun and Ski Sports to make its way out. I'm loving the winter. I'm loving the sales, especially this Monster Markdown, but I'm ready to see that sun a little bit.
It was nice last week. We caught a glimpse of the sun for the first time all winter, it seemed. Yes, everybody's kind of itching, but the winter will continue at least for a few more weeks.
Now, if people are interested in shopping the Monster Markdown sale, how long can they expect this sale to go in so they can mark their calendars to make sure that they get in here while it's still going?
The sale will go through April 17th.
So people, you need to get in the door. You need to come here. You need to come to Sun and Ski Sports, get your hands on all of their hot ticket items while the Monster Markdown sale is happening. Now, if you can't make your way in physically through the doors, well, then you can always shop online. Jim, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
My pleasure.
Make sure that you check out Sun and Ski Sports, or you go online. That way you can get your hands on all these hot ticket items. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva-vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
I love getting to talk about all things ski and snowboard related now. Our season is slowly starting to wind down and we're having more of those beautiful spring sunshine days. And when you're out there, it's really important that you protect your eyeballs from those harsh UV rays, because if you do not, then your eyes will get strained and more exhausted the more time you spend out there, and especially as those UV rays reflect back off of the snow right towards your eyeballs. And so right now, the goggle that I have picked to help you protect your eyes from those harsh UV rays is the Oakley Flight Deck, and this is the Sage Gold Iridium lens. The reason that I chose this one for a sunny day is because you can see all of these wonderful colors that it has in the lens. So as we move it around, you can see those purples, those blues, and then of course you can see that really strong red undertone. The reason that that red is so beneficial is because if a little bit of cloud coverage does roll out, it's going to help this goggle really cover that broad spectrum of light, making it easier for you to see no matter what the light conditions are. And it's important that you can see around. Now, this is just a nice goggle all around. The Prism lens technology is that broad spectrum lens so that you can eliminate buying multiple lenses for multiple different goggles. This is going to narrow it down, allow you to use this goggle for that broad spectrum, and then of course wear it all the time and as much as you please. Now, another great feature about this goggle is it is OTG, which stands for over the glass. You can tell right here by this cutout, and so as you put your glasses in there, it's going to not push that bar of your sunglasses or your prescription glasses, right against your temple, making it more comfortable for you to get away with having those glasses on under here. Now, all goggles come with a nice anti-fog coating in the inside of the goggle lens, so if you do get any moisture in there for any reason at all, we do not recommend that you wipe that out because it will remove that anti-fog coating that's on the inside of the lens, and it's really important to keep those nice and protected. Now, if you're in the market for some new goggles, make sure that you check out Eyepieces of Vail. They've got 6 convenient locations throughout our community. They've got one up in Beaver Creek. It's brand new and newly remodeled. It's beautiful. They have one at the top of Bridge Street called the Goggle Bar, which is going to be your best bet for getting your hands on some great goggles. And then they've got one in the Solaris Plaza. They've got one in the Sun and Alp Hotel. They've got one in Lion's Head. And then they've got one over in Edwards. So for your convenience, you can get out and explore all 6 locations of Eyepieces. We want to thank them again for bringing you this Lens of the Day report. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to your second hour of your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail here on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. We have an amazing guest coming in, somebody that is one of the most altruistic humans in this Vail Valley, and I'm really excited to have Terry Reichert coming in through the Vail Valley Charitable Fund. Now, if you notice, that fund does so many great things for people in our community, especially people that we love and we care for and we just want to do something special for. So Terry Reichert is doing something called Moving Mountains for Marc. Now that is about Dr. Marc Peck. His wife Judy Peck is involved in everything else, and they're going to hold a very special fundraiser. Dr. Marc Peck, he was diagnosed with metastatic cancer years ago, and he worked endlessly and tirelessly and never failed to go and take care of his patients, but now he's been diagnosed with ALS. So we're going to want to make sure we get on over to that foundation. Terry's going to be here to let us know where it is going to be taking place, and I know it's on May 5th, and we're going to have some food and entertainment and all of that great stuff. So I'm looking forward to having Terry on the show to give us all the information for Moving Mountains for Marc. And something else that the Vail Valley Charitable Fund does, it gathers volunteers. I know we are super proud of our community and where we live, and so the National Volunteer Month is taking place now. 27 years of volunteer work through the Vail Valley Charitable Fund. If you want to sign up to be part of that, go to terry@vvcf.org. And continuing on to talk about taking pride in our community, Mountain Pride Community Cleanup, that is going to take place on the 22nd through the Eagle River Watershed Council. And if you want to get more information on that, boy, do they clean up, mountainpride.org. And listen to this, we also have another cleanup, and it's called Community Pride Cleanup as well. In 2022, listen to this, 3 tons of trash were removed from the highways for about a 328-mile stretch of Eagle highways. Okay, this is crazy. And what happens is if you don't get it off the road, where it ends up in our rivers, and we certainly don't want that. We had over 1,000 volunteers last year pick up 3 tons of trash. So if you really want to be involved in that, please make sure you get in touch, and we will always help you volunteer and take care, because we need to take pride in the beauty of our surroundings. I am super grateful to live here, and I know you guys are too. Speaking of grateful, I'm grateful for the sunshine today. It's going to be a beautiful day, everybody. Lots of sunshine for everybody. 28 degrees for your high, 50 degrees for your low. Winds will be west-southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and it's just going to be so filled with sunshine, we're not going to know what to do with ourselves. All the way through the entire day into the evening, clear, beautiful skies. By noon, 44 degrees. By 4 p.m., 48 degrees. By 8, 42 degrees and clear skies. Taking a look right now at the I-70 corridor over in Denver, it's super hot at 65 degrees with pure sunshine all the way around. And then we have sunshine here in the valley everywhere. Vail, Eagle, and Avon. In Vail, it's 50, it's 57 in Eagle, and in Avon, it's 50 degrees. Looking now, tonight, the overnight low is 28 degrees with that beautiful crescent moon, and it's going to be a clear night. You can do a lot of stargazing. It's such a beautiful night out there. Sun will set tonight at 7:44 p.m. Looking at the week, tomorrow, another abundant sunshine day. 56 degrees for your high, 37 degrees for your low. By Tuesday, still continuing on with mostly sunny skies, 54 degrees for your high, 35 degrees for your low. Then by Wednesday, we're going to get back into the little bit of wintry mixed weather, that's snow and rain. Mixed all together, 42 degrees for your high on Wednesday, 25 degrees for your low. By Thursday, 40% chance of more precipitation, scattered snow showers throughout, 35 degrees for your high, 22 degrees for your low. And then when we hit Friday, a little bit more precipitation, 30% chance of same scattered snow showers throughout, 38 degrees for your high and 22 degrees for your low. That's a look at your weather. Now we're going to take a look at your resort report.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Last day at Beaver Creek, everybody. You're going to want to get out there and have a great time. We've had 6 inches in the last 48 hours. Season total 328 inches. 67 inches is your base depth today. Lift hours 8:30 to 4 p.m. It's closing day on Beaver Creek. Wear your tutus, everybody, and get out there and have a great time. We have 9 lifts open for everybody, 64 trails available, and 38% of that terrain is open for you guys. Now we're going to take a look at Vail. That's a whole nother week we have before Vail's closing day. We have 48 inches. Yeah, that would be really cool. 8 inches in the last 48 hours. 345 inches is our season total in Vail. 70 inches is your base depth. Lift hours 8:30 to 4 p.m. We have 20 lifts still available for you guys. 217 trails are open for you all. 60% of that terrain is available for you guys in Vail. Get out there, enjoy the rest of the week, and then we have closing day next week. Lift hours, 8:30 to 4 p.m. Want to thank Sun and Ski for your resort report. They are just an amazing, great place. You go in and the place is so big, you're going to just see so many wonderful things. Lots of accessories, lots of gear, lots of clothing, and of course, everything you need for every sporting event that you have all year long. And the staff is amazing. They will tell you everything that you need to know. So go check them out today, Sun and Ski. That's a look at your resort report right here on TV8 Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then make sure you tune in every day at 6:30 and 10:30 p.m. to catch The Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe. I'll be your host, Maddie Evans, and I can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Sundays are always special, or every day is always special when we have Terry Reichert from the Vail Valley Oh, the Charitable Fund. I almost lost it there for a minute. The Charitable Fund. You can't lose that name because what you guys do is so amazing. Terry, I'm so happy to have you here on the sofa with me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you guys just do an incredible amount. I know that you have community things that are going on coming up. I'd love to talk to you about that a little bit. But first, I want to talk about Moving Mountains for Marc. This is a doctor locally, and he's going through it.
He sure is. Dr. Marc Peck and his wife, Judy, they have served us for our medical needs for over 30 years. And Dr. Peck has had a really challenging run with a cancer diagnosis a while ago, and now most recently he's dealing with ALS.
Oh, my gosh.
And they're really amazing, incredible people, service-minded people to this community.
I know.
And they are, Marc's family, his wife, Judy, and his children are having him in their home and taking care of him as best as they can. So we're having a fundraiser on Friday, May 5th, and the proceeds will help them continue to care for Dr. Peck in their home.
And I noticed the suggested donation is only $35.
Yeah, $35. Come and give whatever makes you comfortable. But in there you'll get some great live music. We have Trees Don't Move and the Multiple Personalities Band.
The Multiple Personalities Band. I love that.
So we'll keep it lighthearted and fun. And then we've got some great food that we're working on right now, beer and wine.
Nice.
And as you all know, the best silent auction of the month is always right there at our Vail Valley Charitable Fund events. So we're working on some really incredible silent auction items.
Well, I'm always willing to give a silent auction item for you guys.
Thank you.
So I'm there.
You're
Count
so generous with your dog services. Thank
Yes.
you.
And I ended up with a client from the last auction.
Wonderful.
So I know. But the point is that if you can donate or just be there, where is it taking place?
Eagle Vale Pavilion.
Oh, good. You love to have them there.
We do. They're such a great, generous venue for us.
I know.
You can park in the lot and park down the street, and also at Homestake Peak School.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And they do open their doors for everybody. I know you had Brian Biggs' event there,
Yes.
and I know he is thriving right now.
He is.
Yeah,
Yes.
he really is. See what happens when the Vail Valley Charitable Fund comes in? You help, and then they thrive, and then we all come together as a community, and it just feels so good.
It does feel good, and that's how this group was founded. The Vail Valley Charitable Fund's been doing this for 27 years, and
Wow.
we started with a fundraiser like this for another local family. And that's where we hang our hat, that this community loves each other, and we take care of each other, and these events are a reminder.
And no matter what the outcome is with the situation, everybody knows that they are loved, they are supported, they are cared about, and they are surrounded by a community of the biggest hearts, not just the Vail Valley Charitable Fund, but everybody here in the community that pitches in.
It's true. The community spirit is evident at these events. And one thing we want to do for Dr. Peck at the event is to write some well wishes and notes for him. He's taken care of so many people, my family included, that a lot of people just want to give their well wishes to him. So we're going to have an opportunity to do that at the event. Nice. And in the end, he'll have a big stack of love notes to read.
That is so sweet. I absolutely love that. Now, what is his condition at this point? Is he in a wheelchair?
His condition is, I don't know that wheelchair is, that I can say that.
Okay.
His movement is limited, and
Right.
he's doing PT at home. I saw some great videos of his kids helping him through PT, and I know Judy's doing that as well. So I know that he's working on his mobility.
Great.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody's a fighter, it's Dr. Marc Peck.
It
I'll
is.
tell you what. I mean, he fought for us. Let's fight for him.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
All right. One more time. It's going to take place at the Eagle Vale Pavilion on May 5th.
Yes, 5 to 9 p.m.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you may go to vvcf.com if you'd like to look for more details. There'll be links there. You can send a check with Marc and Judy Peck's name in the note. You can donate via online, or we'll see you at that event.
I'm going to be at that event again, and I just love all of your events. They're just a wonderful experience. And when everybody comes together for something like this, it really shows how important somebody is. Because, you know, you go through your life, you're doing what you're doing, and it's sad that it comes to something like this, but nobody understands the impact that they have on other people and a community.
It's so true.
Until something like this comes down, you know? I mean, I just think that it should be always always praised. Everybody give love to everybody that takes care of you and that you take care of, because one day it could happen and then we all have to gather around again. But you know what? The fact that everybody's gathering around for the PECs is just remarkable. He's been a doctor here for over 20 years.
Yeah, over 30.
What?
I mean, he's seen a lot of children grow up in this community, including his own.
God. So I bet all these adults who were children with him are all going to be surrounding him with love and just so many positive wishes and things like that.
We already feel it coming his way.
I do too. And I can say, I feel like sometimes things like this improve somebody's well-being. Sometimes it gives them a little boost, and you never know. It's medical mysteries. We all come back from things, and that's my biggest hope for Dr. Marc, and I just really, 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 really love that you guys do this. And once again, we're going to have entertainment, music, and beer and wine and some snacks. I remember when the last time I was there, it was really nice. You guys really put out a spread.
We did, yes.
Yeah. And for only $35 or more, of course, if you can afford $20, if you can afford $100, whatever you give is super, super appreciated by you guys, because I know 100% of those proceeds go to the cause that you are working for.
Thank you. Yes.
It's my pleasure. Now, I want to ask you a little bit about something else. You do have community projects going on.
That's right. So we have a big docket for summer events, and we begin on June 17th with the Summer Solstice Trail Run up at Beaver Creek. Vail Recreation District allows us to benefit from that event along with their efforts. And then we have our LG Tri on July 8th, and that's at a new venue in Gypsum over at Sienna at Brightwater neighborhood. So that's a sprint triathlon. Adults and kids are welcome to run that. It's a great fundraiser for us.
That's awesome.
And then we round out the summer with the Vail Valley Brew Out at Nottingham Park. Avon has been a wonderful sponsor.
They've been a great sponsor. They've had a lot of fun with you guys. You've done that for how many years now?
This will be our 3rd year.
Wow. Yeah. The Brew Out was a lot of fun. I don't even brew, but I tell you what, I like to go out and have a great time and just enjoy myself. And that's a lot of fun. And the thing that you guys do that I love is you bring the fun in fundraiser. You do, whether it's something for a specific person or for the entire community. You raise awareness, but you make everybody have a good time at the same time.
Thank you. We love live music. We love to include the kids. There's always kids events, kids activities at any of these events. And we just want everyone to be there and be together and feel welcome.
I think you guys are amazing, and I feel welcome just sitting next to you. I just want you in my life forever. Tell me a few more things that are going on with the Charitable Fund.
Sure. We have a lot of great programs. So we have our direct aid program.
What is that?
We help people in medical crisis or long-term illness with a direct aid grant up to $7,500. So that's really our cornerstone program. But from there, knowing that we need really whole body health and wellness for people, we've got other programs to support that. The Vail Breast Cancer Group.
Oh my gosh, what an amazing group.
Yeah, they are amazing. Brenda Himmelfarb and company founded that many years ago. They give comforts to breast cancer patients in our valley. And then that's a great partner to our direct aid program, because often when people can't work, the direct aid comes into play and can help them. We have a couple dental programs, Eagle County Smiles.
What?
Yeah. So Eagle County Smiles is a collaboration of 17 dentists that help serve non-insured kids in Eagle County, and we get them treatment if they have problems like a cavity. We get them education about healthy habits moving forward and preventative care.
Okay, so what don't you do?
Oh, gosh.
They don't dig holes.
We don't dig holes. We don't dig.
That's for the construction crew to do all the trenches and all that stuff. But this is just incredible. Tell me one more great thing that you guys take.
We have Eagle County Grins, another dental program serving adults in Eagle County.
So
that's
is this
fairly
for
new.
People that don't have insurance or can't afford necessary. I mean, I literally, fortunately, I was able to. A bridge cost $4,000.
It's too much money, and even if you're insured, it's hard. So
I'm not insured. I had to pull that out of my
It's very
pocket.
difficult to get care as an adult that's affordable, and it really impacts your overall health.
It does, because then you have stress over it.
Right. So that is another program, and then the last one we have is Eagle County Moves for physical therapy.
Oh, tell me about that.
So oftentimes if we give direct aid to someone who's had an injury or even an illness, some more physical therapy it would help their healing go even farther. So Access Sports Medicine is a great partner, and so are Paul and Mary Witt.
Oh, I've
Yes.
heard of them. They're
Yes.
amazing. I actually did physical therapy I had vertigo, and I went
Sure.
to them. And I'll tell you what, weird actions that you have to do, but then it went away.
Sure.
So they are great, and this is just incredible, all of the wonderful things that you do. So, I mean, whether you are just looking to improve your life or help others or feel good about yourself or take advantage of any of these programs, you guys are here for everybody.
Yes.
I think
DVCF.org is your way into more information about what we do, and we'd be happy to answer your questions. We'd be happy to take you as a volunteer, and there's many great ways to get involved with the organization.
Well, I can't thank you enough for being here. You are just a beautiful person inside and out.
you.
One of my favorite people here in the Vail Valley. I definitely think Terry Reichert from the Vail Valley Charitable Fund. And let's just say one more time, on May 5th, Moving Mountains for Marc
Yes.
over at the Eagle Vale Pavilion. Small donation or a big one, whatever you can afford. Please go out and take care of this wonderful, beautiful family. I can't thank you enough
Thank
for
you,
being
Liz.
here. The amazing Terry Reichert from the Vail Valley Charitable Fund, everybody, right here on TV8 Vail.
Thank you.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Good morning, Vail.
We always love to read, don't we? Whether it's fiction, nonfiction, takes us on a mystery, takes us on an adventure. So many great things to feed our brain comes through books. Well, we have Maddie over at the Eagle Vail Library right now, and she's with Carrie May Wack, and they're going to talk about some special programs that they have going on right now at the Vail Library.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We've been talking about how our libraries are so much more than books all morning, and I've got Carrie May from the Eagle Valley Library District joining me on the couch, but this time we are going to shift gears and talk a lot about some great books. Good morning, Carrie May.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
I love when you come here.
Yeah, thank you. I love coming. I love chatting about the libraries. It's always just super fun to share what's going on at Eagle Valley Library District. And you're right, we do have so much more than books. And we still love books. We still do books. We will always have books. And spring is one of my favorite times to see what's coming out. There's always fun, new things coming out in the spring. So we just have a little small collection of spring books with me today. Talking on the weather this morning, you mentioned how you just can't wait for spring to be here. I kind of feel the same way. And so I was looking through some of our children's books, and some of the artwork in them is just so beautiful and so vibrant, and the colors just pop. And this one in particular, Happy Springtime, it's like this beautiful watercolor illustrations. And every time I open up these books, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see flowers and butterflies and bumblebees. So it just gets me really excited, when new books are coming in, and especially kids' books are so fun to look at all the artwork. And like I said, it's just beautiful. I just love it. And we have some great new teen things on the shelf right now. We also have some great new adult things on the shelf right now. I brought a couple to this morning to share that I'm kind of excited to read. The first one is The Great Reclamation. And this one, it takes place in Singapore. So I always love reading about places that I'm not familiar with. It's kind of pre-World War II into World War II, so a little bit historic fiction, a little bit coming of age. So that's really exciting. And then the other one I brought is American Mermaid. If anyone has gone down the Tidelands rabbit hole on Netflix, I recently stumbled upon that show. And, there's sirens, and so this book also, it has sirens, so that's kind of like the common theme. But it's a little bit funny, a little bit feminist, and there is a siren in it, and it's kind of how this young woman discovers her inner siren, if you will. So definitely really excited to read that. So if you're looking for a new book, I know, mountains are beginning to close.
Yes.
So if you're just looking for a little downtime after the craziness of the winter season, but you're not quite sure what to check out, definitely stop in at the library. I know the Bookworm, we always love to promote the Bookworm too. They have some really great events coming up too. So, we have we have books that they will be promoting soon in our library as well. Finding Elevation, actually, I have it on the table, and that author, I think, is going to be speaking at the Bookworm.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
So definitely check out the Bookworm. Speaking of author events.
Yes, Books in Bloom is right around the corner.
Bloom is coming up April 29th again. So if you want to learn more about authors or writing, or you just want to meet fellow book nerds, or, it's just a great afternoon to check out 3 really great and diverse authors. I always love our lineup because we are very, very aware of recruiting a variety of authors. We have some female authors, a male author, some fiction, some nonfiction, a whole variety of genres. So get your tickets, evld.org. That's coming up quickly.
Yes.
I have to stay on that because it's coming so quickly. But we're very excited about it.
And then there's always things happening at the library.
There's always things happening at the library, and we talk so frequently about some of the great activities and events that you guys have coming up. But the Books in Bloom is really kind of the mother lode of events that you guys do, only because people can meet the authors. They can read the books. You can check the books out. You guys are working in partnership with the Bookworm to buy books there, so you can get your book signed by the author. But then if you're someone who's maybe interested in writing a book or learning about what the publishing process is like, this is such a good way to just take advantage of the resources that we have available right here in our backyard.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just such a unique event. Like, I've been to lots of author events, and I can truly say that ours is unique and special in that if you want a one-on-one conversation with an author, there are opportunities to do that. So yes, we have a Q&A period carved out for each author, but there's also really a chance for you to kind of have a one-on-one small chat with the authors if that's something that you're looking for. And I think a lot of people just have a lot of questions about writing, about publishing, about what that looks like. The publishing world is insane, is weird and crazy. I'm always just learning new things about that. So it really is, like our premier author events that we put on for the residents of Eagle County and visitors too. If you have friends coming into town, or if you would like to get friends into town, that it's a great opportunity to invite them. We always have people coming up from the Front Range. It's really exciting to see how far people come to kind of visit with our authors. So it's just awesome.
It's so cool, and it's so cool all of the events and activities that you guys do, especially because you guys keep it busy for kind of the adolescent group that we have here in our community. So there's a Suncatcher Teen Night tonight at the Avon Library. Yesterday you guys had your Gypsum Book Club, and so there's literally always activities and events for everyone.
We're kicking off a Dungeons and Dragons for Adult group tonight. Tomorrow night. But I'm really excited. I know nothing about Dungeons and Dragons. It's really going to be a great event for people to come learn about it. And if they want to kind of get started and maybe meet other people who are interested in it, that's going to be just a great event. And literally all skill levels or all knowledge levels are welcome. Like I said, I know nothing about the D&D world, but I'm hopeful that some other people who are curious will come out and check it out. Like I said, we always have teen nights. We have adult programs. We have coming up in Avon at the end of the month, I didn't know what this was. I'm not even going to say this right. A Hypertufa pot crafting workshop. And it's apparently a particular type of planter that you would put a plant in. So they're literally going to craft their own planter. Which I was like, okay, I work at the library and I'm still learning things all the time. So I just love that, there's always something new going on. We hope that you guys will stop in Eagle Valley Library District. We have branches Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum. We'd love for every single person visiting and living in Eagle County to stop in and get a library card.
It's the best thing that you can do for yourself. I'm going to talk about self-care. I think that the Eagle Valley Library District and their library cards is the easiest thing that you can do for yourself for self-care, because then you have access to Libby, and I talk about it so frequently, and I tell so many people about it because it's such a great resource, such a great opportunity. I'm always on the go. I move at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and so to have Libby on my phone where it'll be like, oh, your next book is ready, and I'm like, yes, I'm like an hour away from finishing this one. I'm going to crank it out while I walk my dog today. And then I'm going to start my next book. And I road trip a lot to my mom's house in Utah. And so I spend a lot of time where I can just dive into these stories and fall in love with the characters. And Libby does such a good job at helping me pick my next book that I think everyone should have a library card.
I mean, I do too, for sure. And it's all you need is a photo ID, and truly ski pass, rec pass, bus pass. It does not have to be a driver's license, passports. So whatever photo ID you have, bring it into the library, get a card, set Libby up. You're talking about self-care. We're constantly adding to our Libby collections. So we've just recently added a whole bunch of language learning stuff. We have meditation in there. Kind of like sleep stories. I definitely am not the best sleeper, so I'm always listening to our sleep stories. There's just tons of great resources there. So just like we're always buying new materials for our print collections, our book collections, we're also always buying new materials for Libby. So I think sometimes people don't realize that libraries are always getting new things. The latest and the greatest will be available in some format. We definitely work really, really hard to make sure that we have new fun things on the shelf. And if you don't know what you want to read next, that is the perfect opportunity to stop in the library. Our staff loves to chat about books, and not just books, TV series, movies, magazines, right? We are definitely media consumers, so we are always chatting about what the newest thing is. And sometimes we also are we do throwbacks, right?
Yes.
We're like, did you miss this when it came out? Because if you did, you should circle back to it, kind of thing. So,
Carrie Mae, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information. I just had to pick this book up and show it because I secretly looked at it while we were talking. And when springtime comes, in his warm winter den, the bear wakes up very hungry and very thin. This is about to happen to all of us.
Yes.
If you are not ready for bear season, well, get ready because springtime is here.
Absolutely.
We're all excited about it, and so is Mr. Hungry Bear.
He's like a little hangry bear, and because he's so hungry when he first wakes up. So, definitely great. It was so funny. Our children's librarian was like, this is one of my favorite springtime stories. So she just loves that book. That's a great series, anything with the bear. And they're just great illustrations, fun stories. They always make you chuckle. So, definitely love it.
Carrie Mae, thank you so much for coming in and giving us all this great information today. I love the library, and I love what you guys do here in our community.
Thanks for having me.
Make sure that you go to the Eagle Valley Library District, you take a photo ID, you get your library card. That way you can participate in all of the wonderful books that they have, whether it's for the kiddos or whether it's for you personally. They've got something for everyone, and they've got the best recommendations. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time of the morning where we're talking Sun and Ski Product of the Week. Now, I've got the Thule Subterra carry-on bag right here in front of me. This is a great bag if you're traveling a little bit light because this is meant to be a carry-on bag. You can see it's great wheels to take you through the airport, making it nice and convenient. But then you go ahead and open it up, and it's got two wonderful compartments going to fit everything that you need for your fun adventure out of town. Then, of course, it has this wonderful pocket right here that you can open up, and once you open it up, it has this nice little mesh pocket keeping everything close by and easily accessible for you as you're making your way through airport security or as you're making your way on the plane. Now, with the size of this, like I said, it's the perfect carry-on size. Many airlines will appreciate this as the carry-on size, so you can definitely check it out. You can go to any one of our convenient Sun and Ski Sports locations to get your hands on it, or you can go to sunandski.com, and that way you can order it and deliver it right to your door. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for sponsoring this product of the week. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine. There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
PA Weather Center. It's a beautiful Sunday. We're going to have so much sunshine today. By 8 a.m., 28 degrees. The high today is 50. It's just going to be a perfect bluebird day to get out there and have a great time closing day on Beaver Creek. Sunny skies throughout the entire day, everybody. By noon, it'll be 44 degrees. By 4 p.m., it'll be 48 degrees. And by 8 p.m., 42 degrees. Taking a look right now over in Denver is where it's the warmest. Sunshiny skies, 65 degrees, and sunshine is plentiful throughout the entire valley. In Vail, it's 50 degrees. In Eagle, it's 57 degrees. And in Avon, it's 50 degrees. We're going to take a look right now at the overnight low is going to be 28 degrees with clear skies and the crescent moon, everybody. I love that. And the sun will set tonight at 7:44 p.m. If you notice the difference in the daylight in the morning and the evening, it's kind of fun. We get excited. Looking at the full week, Monday, lots more sunshine, everybody, and 56 degrees for your high, 37 degrees for your low. Another beautiful day on Tuesday, mostly sunny skies, 54 for your high, 35 for your low. By Wednesday, we will get back to the precipitation. A wintry mix, 50% chance of that, 42 degrees for your high and 25 degrees for your low. Then by Thursday, more precipitation, 40% chance of same, scattered snow showers throughout, 35 degrees for your high, 22 degrees for your low. Then by Friday, a little bit more rain and snow, 30% chance of that, scattered all around. 38 degrees is your high and 22 degrees is your low. That is a look at your weather for today and the full week. Now we have something really special. You know that Maddie and I, we always talk about how we don't cook. I think she's fibbing because she's in the kitchen more often than I know. She's going to show us how to make edible cookie dough. Now this I have to see. Let's check it out.
Welcome back to the show. I just found this recipe online and I really wanted to try and make it. And so instead of making it at home by myself, I'm going to make it live for all of you because it is supposed to be really simple, very delicious, and it's a snack that maybe if you have a sweet tooth like I definitely do, this is a great snack for you to enjoy. So we're going to make some edible cookie dough. You do not bake it. It has no raw egg in it, so you're just going to refrigerate it when you're done and enjoy it when you want to. Now, it is a few ingredients that we've got here. We've got butter, we've got brown sugar, white sugar, some salt, maple syrup, vanilla, milk, and flour for our recipe. And so here's my cute little recipe paper with everything on it, just so I know that I'm measuring my things out correctly. So we're going to start the recipe with a 1/3 cup of melted butter. So I put the butter in the microwave already, got it nice and liquidy and melted so that I can start my process. So we're going to put the butter into the mixing bowl. Mug's a little bit big, so I'm just going to let that drip there for a second. Then after that, we're going to go and grab the brown sugar. So we need a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. So if you are making this and you bake a lot at home, well then you should have all of these ingredients, which makes it super simple. And because I don't know about you, but I really love cookie dough, and I know that when I make cookies, I have a really hard time not eating the cookie dough, but because it has the salmonella in it, because of the raw egg, it's best to not. So we're just going to get the mixer going on low right now. Just let that kind of sit there and spin and get that brown sugar mixed in there. Now that we've got that in there, we're going to grab our white sugar. We're going to grab our tablespoon measure. All you need is 2 tablespoons of white sugar. So we'll make those, measure those out really quickly, drop them in there. This is a great easy recipe too if you have kiddos at home that you can make with them. So we'll let that mix in there as well. Put our sugar back. Then we're going to need just a little pinch of some salt to just give it a little contradiction to all that sugar. So I'm just going to mix that in there just a little bit. All right, and then after that, we're going to get our maple syrup and our vanilla, and we actually are going to use a 1/2 teaspoon for both of these. I'm going to give it a little more speed because I've got some sugar stuck to the side right there, and this is going to help get it off, maybe not. grab my spoon, push everything into it. KitchenAid really saves my shoulder. Now, I hate mixing the flour in. I always think that that's the worst part, and so this KitchenAid really saves my shoulder and makes it so much easier. So we're going to do a half a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to measure that one out. Now, with the syrup, just because it's so thick, I'm not going to measure that out. I'm going to just kind of eyeball that one. And, I mean, you can never have too much maple syrup. All it's going to do is, oh no, it might be stuck. Okay, we got it. Is it's just going to make it a little bit sweeter, a little bit gooier, delicious, you know. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there. Yep, that's perfect. It's all going to mix together. Now, while we've got all of our kind of liquids mixing together, I'm going to start to measure out my flour after I put in my tablespoon of milk. And I bought real milk because this was the smallest thing that I could find for milk, but normally I would use almond milk or oat milk for something like this just because I prefer the flavor of it. But you can mix whatever milk you want in there. So now we're just going to let all of our liquids keep mixing together. And then we're going to start to add some flour to it. Ugh. And we're going to do 3/4 cup of flour. And you're supposed to use a sifter. Make sure you have no chunks in your flour. Unfortunately, I do not have my sifter here with me. So we're just going to hopefully see how well this turns out. Now we're going to put some flour in. Let it mix a little bit. I'm going to increase my speed. Make it a little bit easier with a mixer to get its job done. We're just going to let it keep going. This is really when the mixer comes in handy, is when you have to start mixing all of the flour in. I feel like it starts to get really hard on your shoulders, on your arms, and especially if you have a bad shoulder like me. So I like the mixer for this. I think it's wonderful. Now, it does look like it could use a little more liquid, so we're just going to give it a little more speed and see if it gets all nice and doughy. And then, of course, we're going to add chocolate chips to it to make it like chocolate chip cookie dough. Yeah, we're going to add just a little more something. I think we should do a little more maple syrup over milk, just because I think that that's going to be a better texture. And I also think that it'll help it kind of bond together just a little bit more. So we're going to let that mix for a little bit. Then it's going to come into that regular cookie dough form that you would get if you were making regular cookie dough. And now I'm going to grab my spoon and just push it down a little bit so that the mixer gets all the stuff at the bottom too. Oh, it looks good. It looks like cookie dough. And then the best part is you get to add your own chocolate chips, and because, I mean, you're not actually baking these into cookies, you can measure the chocolate chips with your heart and soul instead of with a measuring cup, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let that sit for a little bit longer. It's not really, it's getting close, but it's just a little bit hard still, like it's crumbly, and so I want it to just bond a little bit more together. Let's see, we're going to give it a little speed on this one. I love it. Now we're going to add our chocolate chips in. This is the best part. It's a lot of chocolate chips. I might have just overdone that, but again, I was measuring with my heart, not with anything else. I'm going to mix the chocolate chips in with hand, that way I can just fold them in, and it'll be extra delicious. So I'm going to get this guy off here first. Get all my yummy cookie dough off. I'm really excited, and everyone here at the TV station is really excited to try this because I've been talking about this recipe for a few days now, and finally we have the opportunity to make it. And so I hope it comes out as good as it said it was going to online. That way you can do this at home and you can make it, and then you can enjoy this edible cookie dough. Like I said, mine's a little bit on the crumbly side still, but you know, I put a lot of chocolate chips in there. I use the mini chocolate chips. When I bake at home, I make a lot of muffins and stuff, and I really like the mini chocolate chips just because I think they're cute. Honestly, there's no other explanation for it than that. So it's that simple. Now, it's not going to have the exact texture as normal cookie dough because it doesn't have that egg in it, and of course we're not going to bake it. We're just going to allow you to enjoy it, so you can grab a spoonful. This is such a great little snack. It's not a lot of ingredients, just a few, and then you can enjoy some edible cookie dough. That way, if you're someone who loves it, like I love it, well, that's as easy as it is to make. So make sure that you make this at home. I'll read the recipe one more time.
All you need is a 1/3 cup melted butter, a 1/3 cup brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of white sugar, a pinch of salt, half a teaspoon of maple syrup, half a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of milk, and then 3/4 cup flour, and then of course the chocolate chips as your heart desires, your soul desires, how much you love chocolate. And then it's that simple. You can put it in a Tupperware, leave it in your fridge, have it as one of those like deserved snacks. Now we're going to take a short break. I'm going to eat some cookie dough and see how it is, and then we'll come back with more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm Ben Roof, here to tell you about our Valley's fantastic local sports. Today, we're talking about soccer. Specifically, Battle Mountain against Palisade on Thursday. They fought a long game going into 2 overtimes, which ended in a 1-1 tie. We spoke to one of the goalies and one of the defensemen about how the game went and what they're doing to prepare for their game against Eagle tonight. We are here on the Scoreboard with Charlie, one of the senior defensemen on the Battle Mountain varsity soccer team, and you guys just tied in your game against Palisade. How do you feel like you guys played?
I thought we had a pretty good game. It was long, it was hard, and I think we kept it up the whole game, which was nice.
So after 2 overtimes and 2 full halves, that's 80 straight minutes of play, right?
Yeah. 100.
100.
100.
That's even better math.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do sort of in your practices to kind of make sure that you're prepared to have the gas to go for that long? 'Cause you guys kept the fight up the whole game.
Yeah, I think we do a lot of scrimmaging and small-sided games, which really helps. And like more of our positions, we separate, like defense does possession work, offense does shooting drills, and it really helps us.
Totally makes sense. So you guys got a big game coming up this weekend against the big rival, Eagle Valley.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about moving forward towards the week, getting ready? I know you guys have played a lot of overtime recently. Are you doing anything to kind of help reset?
We're going to recover, I hope, tomorrow, I think. And then we just have to go after it and play like we play.
Anything in particular in this game that you guys felt like was a unique challenge?
Honestly, just keeping it up, keeping positive when they scored in the last 3 minutes and powering through the overtime, even when we scored and it didn't count.
Why didn't it count, do you know?
Your hand can't be the last thing to touch the ball before it goes into the goal, and she even if she was like that, so.
Totally makes sense. Bit of a bummer there. I was surprised that you guys went for a second overtime.
Yeah, me too. It was a lot of running.
All right, one last question before I let you go. What's your favorite meal to have after a game?
Oh, I like a big bowl of macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and
yeah.
cheese. Thank you so much for talking to us, and rest up.
Thank you.
Good luck against your game against Eagle.
Thank you.
All right, we're here in the Scoreboard with Elle, sophomore and goalie of the Battle Mountain varsity soccer team, and you just had a great game against Palisade. Only went one in, very close tie. How do you feel?
I mean, pretty good. That one goal was really unfortunate. 1 minute, 2 minutes left, and it came out, and she just, not much I could have done. I tried, but, things happen.
They certainly do. You had some great leaps, clear across the net. Is there anything that you're doing in your practices to really kind of help you make those cross-goal saves like that?
I don't know. Just the way my dad sets up, because my dad's my coach, he sets up a lot of cones that help simulate where we should be doing our footwork, because it's all about footwork. So you have to get there first, and then you dive. And we do a lot of practice where you go through the cones and you dive, and I think that helps a lot.
Totally makes sense. So after a long game like that, how are you feeling in terms of energy? Do you feel like you're managing to keep your energy level up throughout the whole game?
I mean, yeah, that one save, she kicked my head, so my head hurts a little bit. But when you're playing, you're just so into it and so enthusiastic. You all the adrenaline, you kind of don't feel the pain as much. And you just it's so much fun to watch. And then
didn't really start to hurt until just now as you started to catch your breath. So do you typically play goalie? Is that your position every single game, or do you rotate out with another player?
I play goalie all the time.
Awesome.
The only time I go on the field is if we're up by a lot, a lot.
Makes sense. Well, awesome. So moving into the game against Eagle Valley, what are you thinking about? What are you preparing for that game coming up?
Honestly, I think if we played like we did today for most of the time, we pass, we possess, we get the crosses, we can beat them.
They always manage to find that extra gear when they're playing against you guys sometimes, even when they're having a difficult season. You think that there's something that's going to happen this year?
I don't know. I mean, we're rivals, and it's always like that competition, but if we come at them hard, I think we're the better team and we can come out with a win.
Do you have any friends in the Eagle Valley team?
Yeah. Couple girls play on my club team in the fall.
Awesome. Pretty standard story. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. And one last question. Thank you so much to all the athletes who took the time to talk to us this week. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's update. Don't forget to catch us here next time on The Scoreboard.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. I hope you enjoyed The Scoreboard with Ben Roof. That plays 3 times a week, and we always replay it for you guys so you can get your high school sports action right here on TV8. We have so many wonderful segments for you guys. We have Cooking with Tracy, and that's just a great show if you want to learn how to cook or just catch up on some new recipes. We have Marc Sassy, who's always out there in the field doing something crazy and fun. We have Glitz and Glam with Gretchen, and we have Good Day Vail with Cece Zach. And of course, we always have the amazing Maddie Evans every single day, Monday through Friday. And sometimes she's joined by the wonderful Kevin. We have a great crew here for you guys. We try and take care of you and give you all of the great information. And of course, I'm Liz for your weekends. I want to thank my guest. That was such a great time with Terry Reichert from the Vail Valley Charitable Fund. Moving Mountains for Marc is coming up. Please go to that wonderful, wonderful fundraiser. It's going to be something very exciting and something special to wrap our hearts around. And it's taking place on May 5th at the Eagle Vale Pavilion. I want to touch on one more thing. I went over to Riverwalk last week, and the Eagle County Animal Shelter had a bunch of puppies for adoption. And let me tell you, there were people lined up before they even went in, and every single puppy except for 2 were adopted, but they're still waiting for their loving home. But I want to give you a little list that the Eagle County Animal Shelter is looking for. They have a wish list. If you can donate, I just donated a bunch of treats. It feels really good. They need cat toys and scratchers. They need small cat beds, and they need dog beds, easily washable, litter boxes, food, leashes, and all of that great stuff that you know that we need for the animals. We got to take care of the shelter dogs until they find their forever home, and that's why we love to bring on the shelter people here onto TV8 and just have a great time with them. Take care of the animals, take care of the people, and just wrap your arm around the community, everybody. That's what we do here at TV8 Vail. Have a wonderful Sunday and enjoy the last day in Beaver Creek.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer